And our flown blessings to everyone for our daily verse. We're now at Leviticus chapter 1 in verse 6 up to verse 9. Skin the bull and cut it up, while the priest pile wood on the altar part to make it start blazing. Wash the bull's insides and hind legs, so the priest can lay them on the altar with the head, the fat, and the rest of the animals. A priest will then send all of it in smoke with a smell that pleases me. So this passage is about how they process the animals that will be used for burnt offering. And in this passage, we can see what they actually did. So they skin the animals, then later they wash the animals, then of course they burn the animals, the sacrificial animals. And the aroma of that burning animals, it pleases God. However, we must realize that this happened during the time of Old Testament Israelites, during the time of Moses, of Aaron, and their families. So now, since we are now in the New Testament, in the new world, in this modern world, we as a church, we never do that burnt offering. No more. We no longer do that. However, we still practice the offering. Okay? Although it's not a burnt offering, but we practice the offering. We practice the tithes, we practice the offering, the benevolence, and we funds the mission, the construction of church building and the likes. And of course, different church had different rule pertaining to where the offering went. So in our church, we have the foundation, and that foundation give a scholarship to children. Also, since we are still renting, so our church part of those offering will be used for the construction of the church building soon. But we must realize that those offering became a pleasing aroma unto the Lord, just like this sacrificial offering. You see, we as a Christian, then part of our obedience is our giving, since we are pleasing God, not men, okay? And we give our offering out of our generous and sensitive heart. We are sensitive for the needs, and God even touch our hearts for us to give our offering, because we see what the church lacks. So God allow us to be used, to be His vessel in providing the needs of His church. Okay? So offer and allow God to use your finances to expand His kingdom.